Jason and the helicopter. Page 105. What's the matter, baby? Jason says, drawing his helicopter. What's the matter, baby? He continues saying as he brings his pile of drawings into the helicopter house. He has borrowed a line from Arlene's story and nourishes himself as he plays. Here is Arlene's story. There was a big, big monster. Then the baby said, "Oh no!" And the daddy said, "What's the matter, baby?" And the sister said, "What's the matter, baby?" And the mother said, "What's the matter, baby?" And they were home. What happens to the monster? Katie asks. I told that part. So this story is about what everyone says to the baby and nothing more about the monster, I conclude. Right. This is not a dream, Arlene replies. In the story room, the monster remains outside the stage while the baby sleeps. He returns to his seat the moment the baby wakes up. The monster is the dream itself. Arlene's emphasis on the comforting aftermath of a bad dream produces an immediate hush as we act out her story. Everyone gazes longingly at Arlene, the baby who awakens to such anxious, loving solicitation. It is a moment to be preserved. She has defined love. Let's act it out again, Arlene, can we? And when the baby wakes up, let everyone ask, "What's the matter, baby?" I think we all want to say that. We repeat the brief sequence twice, and the second time Jason joins the chorus. Twirling his blades, he says, "What's the matter, baby?" as if he's talking to his helicopter. Samantha, sitting next to him, jokes, "What's the matter, Jason?" Not Jason, you have to say baby, he tells her gravely. Jason is not the baby. Yes, you are. In my head, you are. Such are the events that make the classroom a functioning family, sensitive to the emotions and conflicts within each member, to the extent that the teacher plays the good parent, uncovering the urgent issues that connect us. The teaching role is performed well. We hold the classroom family together as we demonstrate our curiosity about every dream and story, as we worry along with all who complain and all who cry over every new kind of anguish. We show that Arlene's frightened baby and Jason's broken blades and Alex's anxieties about seating and the integrity of Simon's squirrel hole and Samantha's need to be Jason's mother are as important as anything else school has to offer. Learning to know one another, we develop the logical and emotional precedents required for all other studies. If we in this class are a family, then Jason is most often the barometer of feelings and fulfillment for that family. There's a helicopter, not Jason, in my story, Edward says. Guess what? Jason let me hold his helicopter, Joseph tells me breathlessly. I told him he can come to my birthday. Jason needs a cape, Samantha worries, realizing he is the only one in the blocks not wearing a cape. Drivers don't wear capes, Samantha, Joseph says. I'm making him one because he might be lonely, she replies. Do the children focus this much on Jason because I do? Or do we watch him and try to change him because he reminds us of our own unfulfilled needs? He does have a way of reenacting unresolved conflicts that give us the opportunity for further studies of the issues involved. Don't do that, Joseph, I protest. Don't let the blocks fall like that. They'll get chipped. I didn't, he argues, staring at the pile at his feet. Do not let the blocks fall like that, Jason repeats, swooping a shelf of blocks onto the floor. I know what he wants me to do. It is what everyone in the block area wants to repeat in the same voice my words to Joseph. Don't do that, Jason. Do not let the blocks fall like that. They'll get chipped. Satisfied, Jason resumes his helicopter play. Jason somehow feels validated, and all who witness the scene are content. No one else right now needs to find out if I am ambivalent about the rule. Nor do they need to worry if someone will get punished for breaking the rule. Every event contains the answer for some child's unasked question. I think that's really interesting that Jason wanted to be treated the same as Joseph. That's curious to me. She really gives them a lot of credit. I may not have thought about it like that. Today, a strange snow blizzard rages at our window, accompanied by lightning and thunder. The children attempt to take control of the elements as they play. And Jason, sitting quietly in the helicopter house, not even twirling his blades, listens to the excited play around him. This is my sled. Help! It's breaking to pieces. My sled is blind. It can't see the snow. Here, break that blind up. Turn on the window wipers. They exploded. We can't see because the lightning got us. It's cracking us apart. Superman can't be killed by lightning. It's cracking us apart. Superman. Okay, I'm repeating it. Spider-Man, over here. Throw a web over that evil snow. Petey brushes away the web. Mighty Mouse doesn't need a web. Whoosh! I destroyed the snow. Jason's heliport is directly adjacent to the window. The storm appears to be lashing out at his building. Spider-Man, over here, he says. The helicopter doesn't need a web. Whoosh! This blade destroyed the snow. Finally, Jason's helicopter is given a heroic task. It is well enough for a while to use a symbol to keep people away or to reinforce a comforting pattern of breaking and fixing. But if you cannot use your symbol eventually as the instrument for effective, powerful control, it will need to be discarded. Jason has been listening to superhero play for months without building connections to his own problems. Suddenly, during a moment of real fear, the message has come across. The specter of a fear overtaking a child in the classroom is an ever-present possibility and a complex matter to deal with. Children are said to fear the unknown, but the problems are more complex than this maxim applies. Children fear certain unknowns and not others. Events such as the spring blizzard are easily handled in play and talk, but other incidents that seem of no consequence to the teacher can create an impasse of denial. For example, Katie is passing out Snoopy stickers, an advertising promotion given to her father at his store. Each one is covered with a paper that must be peeled off to see the picture. As she distributes the cards, we turn the event into a game. How many different pictures are there? I ask Katie. I don't know. How can we find out? Everyone has to open and look, she says. Good idea. I'll keep a record on the board. Every time someone finds a new kind, I'll draw a quick picture and then I'll put a mark under it when someone else gets the same kind. Using stick figures, I copy Snoopy with Charlie Brown, Snoopy with Lucy, Snoopy with Woodstock, and so on. There is a choice of 6 by the time Katie arrives at Jason's seat. Mine is a helicopter, he says, without peeling the cover off. Well, so far, all the cards have Snoopy. Could you look inside? Mine is a helicopter. Do you want someone else to open it for you? No. Okay, Jason is guessing he has a helicopter. I'll draw, oh gee, I don't know what I just did. Sorry. I will draw a helicopter picture and I'll put a question mark like this. It means guessing. It means Jason is guessing. No one thinks Jason's behavior is strange. The children's invented games always include the unexpected exception of the rule. Samantha's an expert at this. You get 2 cards for landing, she had instructed Jason earlier, giving him hastily manufactured squares of paper. But I get 4 because my circle is blue. What? Jason gladly took her card. He is unafraid of a card made by another child. Adult manufactured items, however, can contain disagreeable matters. He doesn't want to be surprised by a picture he might not like, a feeling well known to many children. Again, I use Samantha as an example because she appears so confident. Yet when it comes to surprises in print, she can become suspicious or fearful. Often, when we begin an unfamiliar book, she will stand up and head for the doorway. Is there a part I won't like? She'll ask. I didn't see any scary parts. Did you look at all the pages? Did you? Well, there was one page that has a lost puppy on it, but he finds his mother pretty soon. Don't read that page. I'll tell you when I get there, and you can wait in the other room until I turn the page. Samantha leaves the room and returns quickly, invariably asking me to reread the part she missed. Jason, too, has peeled off the paper on the Snoopy card as soon as we move to another activity. But children are attempting to deal with the anticipation of fear more than fear itself. By age 3 and 4, children arrive at school with unique lists of unpleasant memories. Try it. You'll like it. Or is not generally advice that is acceptable on the spot. True, there are always those who would seem unafraid or that which is new and untested, but there are far more who hesitate. To hesitate is not to be lost. It means only that you arrive somewhat later at the same place. So I'm kind of trying to think about what that says about fear and children.